Hello and welcome to the Happy Hour Hustle podcast with our host, Kim Bodie.
I am absolutely thrilled to be chatting with you.
Principal and fearless leader of 834 Integrated Communications. On this podcast, you're going to learn a lot about a lot, like public relations, marketing, digital, and advertising.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Forgive us if you hear some dogs in the background. We love them, and there's a medium-sized pack at the office at all times.
Fantastic.
So grab a glass of wine, preferably one with ice in it, and learn a little something today.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Happy Hour Hustle, where I chat about all the things I feel like chatting about, and you're forced to listen. Just kidding. This topic is incredibly relevant right now. We're talking about return to office. Return to the office, back to work, work from the office, whatever you want to call it. Here's the deal. Your employees are burned out. They are tired, distracted, short-tempered, and they are just over it. First, the pandemic, then work from home, and now they're expected to return to work as if nothing happened in the last year and a half, which, by the way, feels like it was absolutely like 5 years. A May survey of 1,000 adults showed that 39% of employees would consider quitting if their employers weren't flexible about remote work. What I find key about this is the generational difference. Among millennials and Gen Z, that figure was 49%. And this is according to a poll by Morning Consult on behalf of a Bloomberg News article I read. And that article actually went on to say that companies from Google to Ford Motor Company, Citigroup, although they promised greater flexibility, and they gave that flexibility in the last year and a half, many of these CEOs are publicly saying that there's such importance in being in the office. They said the perils of remote work, diminished collaboration, company culture. This is my favorite. JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, said at a recent conference that it doesn't work for those who want to hustle. So I'm only hustling if I'm sitting at my desk 24/7. Got it. It would seem to me the older generation or the boomer generation, which is less familiar with remote work, is really eager to retain tight control of their minions. Listen, this past year has proved that work can be done from anywhere. On a bus, on a train, in your motorhome, sitting at a coffee shop, at your house with 6 dogs barking, it doesn't matter. Some people even moved. Others are concerned about the virus and those that are vaccine hesitant or refusing to get vaccinated. Anyway, here's where I interject and say, please just go get vaccinated. The point is, if you want the best out of your employees, you have to listen. You have to listen. You have to adapt your approach, and you need to then put it into action. We adapted when we were forced to work from home. Why are we so incapable of doing the same when returning to the office? The hybrid model, including some office and remote work, is here to stay. Here's what worked for us, and I really, really do encourage you to try it. What do you have to lose besides your employees, that is, if you don't? First of all, let your employees ask questions and be clear with expectations. We do Monday and Friday meetings, and this is so we can answer any questions about upcoming to-dos, deadlines, clients, anything like that. We do that on Mondays and Fridays so we can hit it in the beginning of the week and then do a look ahead on Friday for the following week. And that gives our employees a chance to also bounce ideas off each other or chat about something they've got coming up or if they need help with something. The next tip, do not micromanage. Focus on the work results, not the process it took them to get there. Cut back on the meetings. Set aside time for them to actually get work done. Empower them to step away from email and chat to really focus and crush things. We only do meetings Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays externally. Mondays and Fridays are where we focus on internal meetings just to make sure we're all on the same page. Otherwise, Mondays and Fridays are free to really, really put your head down and get to work. Next tip, be observant and notice when an employee is off. Offer encouragement and just listen. Prioritize mental health. We already know this last year and a half has taken a toll on all of us, whether that's weight, whether that's, emotional, physically, whatever it is. We've all changed. And to pretend, again, like I said, that this last year and a half didn't happen and we didn't learn things from it it's just mind-boggling to me. It's your job as a business owner to adapt your approach and to make things work moving forward based off of what is currently happening. A pandemic's the big thing, wouldn't you say? Lastly, inspire your employees by sharing your company's purpose for being and show how they fit into the ultimate picture. Hybrid doesn't have to be hard, and the benefits to embracing hybrid far outweigh the possibility of losing employees, productivity, and ultimately money. I'm more than happy to chat with anybody about this. Reach out. I'll tell you what we did. I'll tell you the process we put together. But I really encourage you to look at what your employees need. We're already having a hard job attracting and retaining talent. If we can't show our employees that we understand the current environment with which we're all working, and we know how to be flexible, and we know how to adapt, and we know how to do things that are best for the company, as well as the employees, then we're not going to be successful in the long term.